Hello, Prim friends. So it is the night before our big Christmas open house here at Seville Antiques. And I have my booth mostly staged. There will be a few more things that I need to bring in tomorrow, actually, some of the specifically Christmas items, and I have a big bowl of stone fruit that I have not brought yet, so that will come in tomorrow. We got a couple of hooked rugs that were done by my mom. So there's that beautiful 1847 reproduction of an early rug, is my understanding. A nice turkey rug. And then this lovely little lantern rug here with the holly. And I have it placed right here beside this little lantern in the basket. So just a fun little vignette there. I've got some really early German pipes in that little wall box and some braided corn stalks. So we'll get to that one day here before too long. I do have all the materials ready to go to do a video to show you how to do that. So this beautiful early red trunk right here, and then I have this Lennox soapbox filled with one of the most popular Christmas items that haven't had for several years now. I think the last time I had it was before all the craziness happened here at the in this world. So, but I have it now. It's a blueberry preserved juniper. It smells divine. And the very best thing about it is that you can just slip it into a Ziploc bag and bring it out next year and the year after and the year after and the year after. We have some, my mom has some that are probably at least 10 years old, if not older. So it's just a really fresh, clean Christmas green scent. I just don't know how else to really describe it, but I have lots of those. And first dibs, of course, will go to those who come for the open house tomorrow and Sunday. And then if I have any of those remaining, then I will, of course, offer them online. So things are coming together. I have several of these lovely Turtle Creek Pottery David T. Smith lamps, some Lieutenant Moses chandeliers. This is a new piece here in the shop. This beautiful step back cupboard. It's not old, but I would say vintage and certainly well made piece. And that does have two grooves in it for stacking your various plates or things like that for displaying inside. So just a really neat, nice large piece, but really beautifully put together. And then those wonderful, probably French large bread boards, and just some really neat and fun pieces here. The stovetop Christmas potpourris that I put together. That's my own personal favorite scent with the orange peels and cinnamon and allspice and all kinds of wonderful things. And then several of the dried artichokes as well. So just a quick tour around the booth, and we're going to go through the whole shop here the night before the Christmas open house. So we'll try to go kind of quick because, like I've said before, the shop is over 5,000 square feet, and it's just amazing. The things that the dealers have brought in, oh my goodness, look at that canopy bed. Yes, the things that the dealers have brought in special specifically for this Christmas open house is just amazing. The shop is closed for the 2 days before we open tomorrow, Saturday, November 18th. But the shop is closed for 2 days prior to that so that dealers can get all of their new pieces in, really stage, really dress everything here for Christmas. Love those little candle lamps. Just beautiful. It's just such a lovely place, and there will be so many of the dealers will be here tomorrow and Sunday for the open house. So here's Dean Hicks' booth. He has lots of smalls and also some just beautiful holiday pieces. Lovely early feather tree with lots of the early decorations. Oh, how fun. Look at the bunnies. And that maybe a horse or perhaps a donkey. Puts sheep. Oh, and more puts sheep here. Oh, love it. The early cookie cutters. And here a whole nativity set. And there's another one with the original box. Really a fun booth. This one also, look, just loaded. Ready to go for the holiday seasons. Wonderful items for gift giving if you know someone who really enjoys this style of decorating. Joe Rose's booth. Love it. Love the fruit garland piece up there. Again, the racks, the drying racks, wonderful for someone starting out in the primitive decorating. This booth, I've just been oohing and eyeing over this. Look at these pieceware pieces. There's a large one. There's another large one. There's a really big one here at the back. Just gorgeous pieces. That face jug. And then in here, a small little pieceware piece. Some really beautiful early pieces. And here, my understanding is she makes these by hand, so the little tiny miniature pieces this dealer makes herself. And there's a small white feather tree, really charming, and a little green one there on the shelf. And this little piece, how cute is that? Huh. May have to take a closer look at that. Pretty cow painting. If you are one of the people who are collectors or wanting to get your first piece of an Arnett Santa, but maybe haven't made it to one of the shows, there is one right here. Look at that. Looks like he's riding a bear from a few years ago. This booth again also had a makeover a few weeks ago, and it is just amazing. All these pieces, or many of these pieces were here, but it just has been opened up in such a lovely way where you can really see and take full advantage of what all these beautiful pieces are now, all the way up to the top. And again, more drying racks. There even is a double. Lots of wooden bowls if you're wanting to start a collection of those. There are a lot of those here. My eye caught a interesting cookie cutter as I was going around the corner. Look at the hand cutter. You could probably find a small heart and do the heart and hand cookie cutters. Look at all the sweet bears, the little vintage. Again, what's so fun here is how many of these booths are all decorated as you would decorate a prim home. So lots of ideas, using these pieces like these little shelf units or bucket benches, and just some really simple greens tucked in the corner. And that's all it takes in these early antiques and this look to say Christmas. It doesn't have to be all glitter and just perfectly in its place. It's just that little spot, little sparkle of the green gives you that early Christmas feeling. That's all they would have had in many instances. Pieces of fruit, perhaps imported from afar. Would have been so rare and so precious. Lots of smalls here. This is a fun booth as well. There's such a wide variety of our prim dealers here in this booth, from a little bit prim to the real, I hate to say grungy prim, but you kind of know what I mean when I say that. To actually a little bit more of the high country and fancy. Another fun booth, just filled. Lots of the early painted pieces, beautiful green, and then more of that turquoise color in the cupboard above. There's a corn mold. A couple of the small treen pieces. Just so pretty. The paintings, the simple clock faces. If you're out and about and you come across one of those, what a fun sort of still life look that makes here on that mantle. So simple. An early knife box, looks like an early calico covered book. Fabric cover, 1847. And some beautiful crocks. And huge baskets, and then more crocks, and sampler in the corner. Really pretty pie safe. Oh, looks like there's some lights I'll need to turn on here. Pretty pieces here up front. Painted, beautiful corner cabinet. Fancy hinges. Wonder who the family may be of Robert E. Bellamy, MD, and surgeon, physician. Wonder, do you know who that might be? Wouldn't that be amazing if that was your family piece? My goodness, I would certainly want that back in the family. More pieceware pieces. This beautiful cupboard. Love it. There's a roaster of some sort for in front of the oven or in front of the fireplace. Again, more of those painted, precious painted pieces. Grain painted. There's a dough box. Beautiful hump top trunk. Very fancy decorated. So we'll go this way. We'll hear that familiar chime maybe when we get here. Well, it's not going off for me. Sometimes I'm here and it just won't stop chiming. Look at that amazing piece there with all of those drawers. Wow. Another wonderful, perhaps hardware store piece, and a beautiful early corn sign on the wall. Oh, how charming. And this early caboose stove. And look at this huge container here on the top of these vintage cookie cutters. And she's got $10 a piece on those. Wow. Wonderful. Thick. Maybe a piggy. I thought I saw a gingerbread boy in here or somebody. Huh. Maybe Santa. A kitty cat. Oh my goodness. I could get lost in that. Nope. Well, it might be a little bit darker in here. I perhaps haven't found all the lights to turn on, but I think my camera will do fine. Grace Brock's booth. There's some stone fruit. So pretty. Pretty buckets in the early colors. That blue is just popping from that cupboard. A pretty wall cupboard with the glass knobs. And a Tommy stick for a candle. They would have been perhaps for miners that would have put them into a post or something so that they could light the candle and be able to see for whatever work they were doing. Some more stone fruit pieces, some little, really tiny, sweet sugar cones. That's really, really cute. And of course some pewter pieces and silhouettes. So have you been to Seville Antiques for one of our Christmas open houses in the past? Can you comment below? Do you remember what you found? What was the special treasure that you went away with? Here are a pair of incredible portraits in this booth, just absolutely stunning. There's a carriage house lamp. Some of these things are hard to get, even when the craftsmen are in some of the shows. They're often sold out very quickly, so it's kind of fun here at Seville Antiques. There are some pieces that we have that are sometimes difficult to get and difficult to acquire. So like with the Arnett Santas or some of these pieces. Here's an Arnett Santa. Oh, with the gingerbread man. Very sweet. Cute. Love that little corner hanging shelf, and I keep admiring these cabinet drawers or doors. Just haven't yet found the perfect spot for the use for those. So maybe if you're here and you come into the shop, maybe those will be going home with you. Some beautiful burl. There's a gorgeous burl bowl there. And this, check out that quilt. Wow. Just stunning with that beautiful grain painted trunk in front. Just gorgeous. These beautiful pair of pockets. Some really special pieces here in this booth. Carol Schulman's booth. She has been a dealer for many years. I collected from just some of the top shows in the country. Dealers that have become her friends over the years. So she has some pieces that are very, very rare, very hard to come by, very unique. Beautiful. Another gorgeous booth here. That beautiful teal, blue, green pie safe. I said pie safe. Dry sink. I might be getting a little tired. Some arrow back chairs, some early lighting pieces, a boot jack, and several really lovely early baskets. That one has a swing handle on it. Rye basket and nutmeg graters. Neat pieces. An early funnel I see over there. Some children's doll clothing in the really early fabrics too. Just lovely. Beautiful pieces. And here, some unusual crocks. Very unusual piece. A cake crock with the lid. Interesting price on that. Maybe it looks like they're wondering if that might be contemporary. Price reflects if it was contemporary. If it isn't contemporary, well, then you have just found an absolute treasure for a very good price. Some really neat pieces here. The little boxes with the finger, the little finger, what do you call that? To connect it. All the goodies will be over here in this corner. And then here's another booth. We'll go down the hallway and around the corner and see Gina's booth and several other people's booths as well. So we've had so many new followers. I'm so tickled that you're here. I hope you're coming to the show, our Christmas open house tomorrow or Sunday. We're open both days, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are located here at 14 Milton Street in Seville, Ohio. Gleaner Antiques, I did a video from there that went up really early this morning. Perhaps you've seen that one. If not, check it out. Gleaner Antiques is just about 35 minutes south of Seville Antiques. And Gleaner actually has a booth here in Seville Antiques as well. So keep watching. There's a beautiful tin chandelier. Love it. That one's unusual because it's just the 3 lights. Really unique. We'll go around the corner and we'll get some more lights on. Pretty knife box and a really lovely wall box. Natural finish lidded wall box with early paint detail. Definitely. Okay, so this booth is kind of known as the buttery. And lots of neat little items in here. Lots of smalls, some quilts, and some china pieces. What is this? Some celluloid fish. Interesting. She always finds the most unique little things. Really pretty paperweight, some ironstone pieces. And I know I'm going to have some people telling me I'm going too fast, but I just kind of want to give you a flavor of what the shop looks like right now. Again, by tomorrow morning, there will even be more here. I know I personally am bringing more into my booth. There were some things that I could bring and some that I just couldn't get priced and bring. So, and here is Gleaner's booth here inside Seville Antiques. Oh, how neat. Really pretty wagon. An early primitive box on the wall. Folk art angel. This is a neat cupboard with a unique scallop all around the top. Some grain painted shelving and that looks like a tiger maple box on the wall. Really pretty. Again, another folk art angel. Looks like she's wearing perhaps a feed sack dress. And this maybe looks like a parade horn. Let me guess. Is that what that is? Yep, parade horn. What a cute way to use it. Tipped up and with some greens inside. And then the pretty bowls and the greens and the berries and those oranges studded with cloves. So we'll go down this way. Check out this booth. Oh, really cute. This is one of our new vendors here. Love that little sign there that says sleigh rides. Really cute. Love those shoes, those lace-up shoes, and some early red skis. Some fun little smalls here in this hallway. You've really, I've said before, you can come into Seville if you have a half an hour, and kind of zip through and find some wonderful finds. But if you have the time to go slow and really look over these booths, there are so many wonderful things that you can find and uncover from going slow. And then the best thing that you can do when you go to large antique shops or shows is go through one direction, maybe clockwise, and then go back the other way. Go back the other way, maybe counterclockwise. You will be amazed. It's almost as if you're going through a completely different show. I can't explain it, but that's just how it is. You're seeing things with a different eye, from a different direction, and sometimes the layering of all of these pieces, you just see so many different things when you go through from the opposite direction. So that would be one thing I would really recommend, especially if you're in a shop that you've not been in before, is go through one way and then turn and go through the opposite way. Comment below. Tell me if that isn't the case. I bet you some of our longtime antique shoppers and followers do precisely that. You'll think, my goodness, I know I just walked through here. How did I not see this? There's some fun prim pieces here in this little booth. Nice large brown crock and some nice shelving. Pretty log cabin. Nice little spice rack. All right, and then here we have Gina's booth. She does such a beautiful job staging. And I think she spent 3 days setting this up. And you can tell. It's just layer upon layer. Pieces collected throughout the year. Look at that beautiful basket there on top with the little foot at the bottom, and then that beautiful carved handle. And these barrels and wash buckets. Love it. Wonderful horse sitting here in this dry sink. And then that sweet little open cupboard on the top with the yellowware. Beautiful. And then this simple little shelf unit here in the corner. Oh my goodness, that's just wonderful. The buggy bench in a really pretty blue. Goodness. And then this open corner cupboard filled with early bowls, some with repairs. Primitive Christmas. The shoe molds. The wooden. And then all of these wonderful Christmas or regular cookie cutters. That one looks like maybe a squirrel, maybe a mouse. Just some really fun, fabulous shapes. There's a horse. Here's maybe an eagle, a crow. Nice little tractor box. Look at all those amazing prim pieces. Here's some pewter on that pretty shelf. My goodness. She has outdone herself. What a fun booth. Look at those. Prim union suit or long johns. Fun. These amazing breadboards, and here is another Arnett Santa. What is he holding? Oh, little stocking. Love it. Here, this little carrier hanging on the wall. Just another way of using it and displaying it. We just so often don't use the wall space enough, and she really is a master at it. Check out that little high chair. That early paint. Those amazing big baskets. Gorgeous. There, found the other light switch. Really pretty. That looks like some tiger maple in that chair. For sure. Beautiful early red on that bowl. Big bowl. So, shaker garden seeds. New Lebanon. Here's an early cheese scale. How clever is that? Fun. And the pie rack with the pie tins. Aw. Can you imagine using that at Thanksgiving or Christmas this year? Oh, and this sweet little child's sock stretchers or drying racks there. Oh, cute. And I do myself love cutting boards in the unusual shapes. That's what I'm always kind of looking for. So I think that's it here for tonight. I am so looking forward to seeing so many of you tomorrow. I can't wait. Make sure you say hello. I should be here for about half the day, or maybe 3/4 of the day. My husband is doing well. Thanks for all those of you who have asked. I am looking forward to seeing you, seeing old friends, meeting new friends. The best thing that you can do for our little channel is hit that share button. That takes it to your pages, your social media pages. Hit the subscribe button. It does not cost anything to subscribe. And ring that bell. There's a little bell there. If you push that, then the next time we upload a video, you get a notification that that is available. So I know this was kind of a quick tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll come visit. We are at 14 Milton Street in Seville, Ohio. Open every day except Tuesdays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. This Christmas open house, these dealers they just take out all the stops. 2 days to set everything up, and there will be more even tomorrow. So for now, tonight, take care, everybody. Keep hunting. This is over 5,000 square feet of space filled to the gills with primitives and early American treasures. They're out there. They're just waiting for you to find them. Come see us tomorrow. Take care.